can delete later on, but
I'd like to get 20
as
minutes.
much footage as you can.
Hello folks, I'm walking into Cody's house and then I got my friend here is going to introduce us around. So do you need to like get high first, or can you show us around your property?
This is Marvin.
Mad Marv.
Mad Marvin.
Betsy's camera shy.
Are you Marvin's wife?
No, thank God.
You find that funny?
She's not my wife either, but
He ain't putting no rings on my goddamn fingers.
hey, I'll take a hit of that though.
So can you tell us a little bit about the place, Marvin, as you Marvin, excuse me?
Marvin's Mountain?
Yeah. So I heard
Cody's place.
I heard you built the house around the windows?
Yeah, I guess you call it that. A friend of mine gave me a whole trailer load of windows, even brought them up to me.
You get a light? Yeah.
And another carpenter friend come along and said, let's build your house. I said, well, these are the windows I got. So we built it.
So you had windows for the whole house, or did you run out?
I had enough of lighting the 3 walls.
So
the 4th wall was mismatched and ain't isn't even finished yet.
Can we see the 4th wall? How long ago was this, Mad Marvin?
Oh, 4 years ago.
Can we see the back wall? Maybe walk around and say hi
We'll
to.
go around and we'll look at stuff.
I really think the world wants to see your yard. Go ahead, lead the way, Marv. You're all fine. Smoke your.
Some people claim I do extraordinary things from time to time.
Are those your neighbors, or? So that was
What am I
it.
doing?
So let's make this clear. You're not his boyfriend, correct?
No. No.
Kenny,
I'm making it clear for the world.
I can check the camera now if you want.
Mad Marvin, I got to make it clear for the
I
world.
am not a queer.
You know.
No.
Come here, big boy.
I didn't know there was
I know
anything
all
wrong with
about
queers,
you.
but. Okay, so we're going to take a walk around, and Marvin's going to show us the end of his house here. Where you ran out of windows, huh?
Well, what? You stand right here, and you look, and there you are, looking right at J Peak. Look right there between the trees, right here where I am, Kenny.
Well, we're a little sunny. Let me
it?
get over here.
Right there. I was standing right by a nice opening.
It's not the human eye, but
That's what we can see from the house.
and that's J Peak, Vermont, huh?
Yeah.
So how'd you build this house? You buy the lumber, or?
No, hardly. We started with an old Jeep, cutting down trees and hauling them out, and then we got logger to come in with an old skidder and flatten it. Then we had it bulldozed out, and all the some of the trees off the property I cut into boards to make the house. I have a sawmill still sitting over there.
Now I see a camper out back there. Is that your like honeymoon suite, or is that where you
That
take?
was temporary housing. Well, I took too long to build the house.
How long did it take?
I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
It didn't get a little cold in there, or? Oh, here's the back of your house. Okay,
No, this is the end.
this is the end.
The windows still match here.
So you didn't have the window to match the last door.
I didn't have another door, but that don't count.
I might be able to get J Peak, but I didn't. I see you got a hot tub. Is that? Do you still use that? We got a hose goes out there, or?
As far as the lumber, that's the best looked inside. But I have holes to windows and don't have windows. But we'll get it someday.
Well, you seem to have a lot of things going on. Can we? I'm kind of curious about the hot tub and right there. Is that something you're still using?
No, I had used it some, but no, somebody was moving in, so I just had the guys help me slide it back out of the upstairs and onto the top of the wood, and it's still there. It's been there 3 years.
3 years? Or 3 weeks?
Years.
Oh. There's the old Jeep. I think I saw that one a time or two at the bar.
Oh, they used to be at the bar 5 nights a week.
Oh my God, another hot tub. You know, you could really get the girls going crazy here.
That's the hot tub.
And a boat, Marv. Have you got a pond nearby?
5 Fuck that thing.
Maybe we could put the two things in a boat. Boat in the two hot tubs.
We can make a pond and put that boat in.
Another boat. So what are your plans for the boats?
They're sitting here rotting away like everything else.
You gonna put that engine in them maybe?
I'm not sure if that engine will fit where I'm thinking of putting it. I might put it in my old truck so I have some transportation.
You think it's possible to put wheels on the boat and use that plow and plow your driveway this winter?
No, that ain't possible.
That won't work?
Some things don't fly.
Now what the heck, we got your, I see you do some repairs on tractors, huh? I see you got one or two here. Is there any brand name that you have more than one of, or?
Most brand.
You got any Japanese names in there, Yamahas?
Unfortunately, we have to admit to one Yamaha, but that could go away without warning.
Who would want the Japanese to leave? Come on.
Do you remember the old snow wing from way back in the 60s and 70s?
No.
There's one right there.
It almost looks like an early snowboard.
And I got a better one down yonder. I'm not sure if either one of these was mine when I was a kid or not. I don't remember if one came with me or if I brought one back from my folks' house or not, but I have a couple anyway. I've hauled home everything.
I see your truck there. What's the story on that?
Oh, I got that my dad's memory. 1947 Ford. His rules were, well, his words were, of all the vehicles I ever owned, I want my 47 Ford pickup back with a flathead V8 and stock wheels. Well, it had the original V8 in it, not the stock wheels, but we hadn't got it changed yet because...
Well, I don't see that V8. Is that the one that's over here on the ground by the wheelbarrow?
No, it's over there in the back of pickup.
Oh, so one of these days you'll toss it in there.
We picked it off the ground and put it in a pickup at least. But I had a guy who was supposed to strip it down and paint it, and he snow jobbed me, and I got the truck back at least.
So are these all tractors that you're working on now?
No, the parts tractors are working on a few of them.
I know you want to get a racetrack going. You obviously got a lot of...
That'd be fun, just to mess around.
Look at that. Look, people could have a blast. You've got a lot to start with.
We could do whatever we want. We live in Vermont.
Those two might be a little dangerous.
Those are my treasured old antiques.
Really? Oh, maybe the American Pickers might take a look at that. Now,
I have a garden plow and a set of harrows for this one. And I got a snow plow blade for that one.
Now, those aren't the original tires, are they?
Oh, probably more or less.
Wow.
They're old tires.
Look at that. 3 things holding it on. 3 nuts, I guess.
Yep. But a Ford pickup wheel will fit right on there. There'll just be 2 holes. It won't have studs, that's all.
That wasn't a Ford car that you turned into that, was it?
No, not hardly. No, that's a David Bradley. The hood is still over in the woods. But they're walk-behind tractor that was sold by Sears and Roebuck back in the, well, they stopped in, I guess, the 60s or 70s, I don't know. But way back, they used to sell their stuff. They even have an old David Bradley chainsaw somewhere.
And that right there, what is that? A collapsed piece of property? Or?
Oh, yeah, an old travel trailer that was rotted out. There's a trailer down under there somewhere that I wanted.
You didn't drive over it with a tractor or something?
Or something. Excavator, the bucket of an excavator.
You know, I'd really like to see your sawmill. That's what you actually built your house with, huh?
Yeah.
And I guess your dad, your family, your dad and mom, they left you a little money and you were able to purchase that? Is that how it happened?
No, I got it before that even.
Well, you've always an enterprising hillbilly. Oh yeah, there is a trailer under there, huh?
Oh yeah.
See, you could probably still use it if you were desperate for a place to sleep for the night. A little blanket and...
No, the trailer I want for lumber or whatever, but...
I know.
There's my...
There is that. I see these on reality shows all the time, and tree cutters and Alaska Tree Man and Tree Man X-Man, and that's quite the machine. So you ran that thing without cutting your hand off? Let me see both your hands. Yeah,
For
he
many
did.
years, Kenny.
You built the whole house from the logs you cut here.
What's that?
You built the whole house from everything you cut right here?
Oh yeah, the whole house is all off this property that I saw. There's not a bought stick of lumber in the house, except for the shelving that somebody else built and dragged in.
Now, did you use that thing there to haul some boards up to your house, or what is that?
What?
The tractor there.
What tractor?
A snowblower. Was that one of your means of transportation?
No, I pulled the motor off and it's over there. No.
That isn't the motor that's on
There's
here.
a trailer that I would load with lumber and then hook on and pull over there to stack it.
Wow, and look at some of these trees. You were pointing those out to me the other day. These aren't the biggest ones you have. We'll have to do that in another show.
These trees here are all what I left. I said are too small to cut yet.
Yeah, these are babies, huh?
They're still, yeah, they're still growing. Can't even make 8x8s out of them yet, then they're certainly not big enough.
So as I wind this up,
Code?
oh, how you doing, Cody? What happened? Your dad didn't have supper ready, or he didn't do the dishes? It is Cody's house. You don't have dishes?
No.
So let's wrap this up. It's really nice spending some time with you, Marvin, or Mad Marvin, excuse me. These are some logs here. Now, what is this, firewood, or?
No, that's the rest of the house.
That's the rest of the house. So there's more house to be seen.
The floor.
Okay.
In the whole house. It's going to be, well, they call them 2x12s. I call them 1.5 by 11.5, 10 bys.
So you just roll, you just put those big logs in the house and you kind of walk over them.
I'm going to cut them up into lumber. But they've been sitting here for like 3 years on purpose.
Aging.
Nobody understands. The drill holes and yeah, the bark going off and staining the wood through the log so that you have authentic lumber that people will pay more for it being stained and drilled with wormholes than they will the most perfect pine board on earth.
Nice. I wouldn't think people would buy garbage, but I guess they do.
No, it ain't garbage. It's beautiful.
Nice. So how much do you want? If I could find somebody to come buy some of this, what do you want for a stick of it? Or?
No, I'm going to saw it into lumber, Kenny.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to make beautiful boards. See, I'm going to lose where it's rotten there. I'm going to lose some, but it's what's inside that I want.
Apparently it's getting rotten. I'm not quite up on the log cutting business, but as you can see, Marvin did build, Mad Marvin, excuse me, built his house. Now, I see one more thing as we close the introduction to the world. What is this pickup truck here? Is this something you're driving now? Is this how you get to and from? Or?
I don't know. I ain't got no vehicle on the road except for my lawn tractor.
Well, I haven't seen that. So what are you driving? As we say goodnight and wish you and Cody a wonderful evening, let's say goodnight as you get onto your transportation or your car, as it were. I don't know, but it's actually, you got to look at this. So some reason there's gas going down there to his tractor, his tractor, and
don't pick on his fucking convertible.
250 goes to town and back.
okay, we're gonna watch Marvin get Mad Marvin. Excuse me, I will get used to the Mad thing. Is that on your birth certificate? His mother named him Mad. Okay.
Mad Marvin.
No, I got that when I was 19 years old from my handle on the goddamn TV radio.
What'd you do? Piss off those hardwood girls? Okay, he ain't going to the store real fast. Oh. All right, Marvin, say goodbye to everybody.
It's so right.
All right, everybody.
Bye, world.
It was really nice meeting you, Marvin, and thank you for the tour.
All right.
Bye-bye.